Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 1 of a very special 5-part series that I'm doing this week on Lyme disease. Why Lyme disease? Well, it's one of the most misunderstood diseases in terms of causation and, more importantly, treatment in the United States. In this 5-part podcast series, I'm joined by Scott Endicott and Dr. Ben Loughlin. In episode 1, we talked about the moving target, history, symptomology, and epidemiology. It turned out that Lyme disease has been around for a long, long time. Ben talked about it being found in mummies in Egypt that were over 5,000 years old. The modern history of Lyme disease began about 1960, and one of the most interesting things I found out in this episode was that Lyme disease is named for the location in which it was initially discovered and diagnosed, Old Lyme, Connecticut. So that was pretty fascinating to me. But there's been a wide variety of diagnoses and, frankly, misinformation about Lyme disease. Lyme disease is found not in the South, not in the Northeast, but in all 50 states. Well, perhaps not yet in Hawaii. So all states in the continental United States in North America. The multiple issues have come up in terms of diagnosis. Many times it's misdiagnosed as some type of arthritis or other joint disease, which has led to multiple treatment companies, protocols being used, and those are not always effective. So in this episode, we found out about the history of it, why there's such confusion, and hopefully how this podcast series will explain to you, the listener, why we have these problems and, more importantly, how to correct them going forward. I hope you will join us in episode 2, where we take up change is the only constant in Lyme disease. This is Tom Fox. I hope you enjoy this special 5-part podcast series.